On NewsLink Indiana, an Indianapolis officer is on the other side of the bars. What led to the arrest?
Plus, a Muncie sweet shop is back in business, where you can visit.
An update on the Gabby Petito case, what coroners had to say, and the latest on the search for Brian Laundrie.
And a change in Social Security checks, how you could be affected.
Rain to sunshine, back to rain, my full forecast coming up, and what you can expect to see next from fall.
Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Tara Konieczny.
And I'm Grace Minkowski. We'll have a look at your top headlines tonight in just a few moments, but we want to take a check at that first weather. Adam?
Yeah, it was a very beautiful day today across the area. Plenty of sunshine with some rain mixed in. I have been tracking some clouds and showers moving throughout the area, but most of those have lead out of the area, leading to very beautiful conditions across the area. Tonight, currently, it is 68 degrees in Muncie, 64 up into Fort Wayne, 69 down to Indianapolis, 70 to Bloomington, and 69 over into Lafayette. So it is shaping up to be a beautiful, very beautiful evening tonight, and even parts of tomorrow before we have a chance of rain begin to move into the area.
Awesome. Loving those 60s. I love to see it.
Yes,
Thank you, Adam. One shop has made its return to Muncie, but what's different? NewsLink Indiana's Rebecca Rosado takes us inside Jack's Donut's new village location.
CEO Jack Lee Markham did not expect Jack's to open back up in Muncie so soon.
But April, the owner here now, called me, who I absolutely adore. She's amazing. And she called and she convinced me.
This isn't the chain's first attempt in Muncie. The last store closed about 3 years ago, and Markham says that this new location is why Jack's is back.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful location. And I love how the students have just been so welcoming. Just the whole campus in general, not just the students, but all the staff members, everybody. It's been a dream being here.
Although it's been a dream, there is still some adjusting to be done.
Students don't have regular hours. You're used to studying whenever, you're used to working whenever. You have to do what you have to do to just make it work. So this is definitely new. This is not like where a lot of our stores cater to 9 to 5 employees or factory employees. No, students run 24/7.
With Jack's adapting, the company has also had to consider the local competition. However, Markham says he is not worried.
The more successful that Jack's has become is when we focus on what we do and not really worry about what everybody else is doing.
And owner April Simpson says Jack's stands out because in this donut shop, people see more than donuts.
There was one lady that said she was walking her kids to school last Friday, and they stopped in, and she's like, I want to make this a tradition.
With the location chosen, there was still one challenge for Jack's to consider: COVID-19.
The doctors are the experts. We're just donut people. So what we do is we rely on our local health department to tell us what we need to do, what we need to enforce, the things that we can lax off.
And with a week under their belt, Jack's Donuts is looking forward to continue to serve the community.
Whatever you need, we're here, and we're so happy to be in Muncie.
In Muncie, Rebecca Rosado, NewsLink, Indiana.
For more information on finding a Jack's Donuts near you, you can visit jacksdonuts.com.
An Indianapolis police officer is charged with kicking a man in the head. A body camera recorded the incident and a warning. Although NewsLink Indiana has removed the moments of contact between the officer's foot and the man's head, leaving only the moments leading up to the incident, the resulting video may be disturbing to some viewers. Sergeant Eric Huxley kicked Jermaine Vaughn while Vaughn was handcuffed. Officers arrested him September 24th for disorderly conduct. Huxley is suspended without pay, and the police chief says he wants him fired. The department is reviewing the use of force records for Huxley and 2 other officers that were at the scene. Huxley is charged with official misconduct and battery with moderate bodily injury.
The coroner who conducted Gabby Petito's autopsy revealed new details in her homicide case, saying Petito was strangled to death. It was also revealed that she was dead for 3 to 4 weeks before her body was found near a camping area in the Grand Teton National Park. Coroner Brent Blue says law enforcement took DNA samples from Petito's body nearly a month after Petito's body was found. Investigators searching for her fiancé Brian Laundrie still have not been able to find him. Blue says finding answers took time.
In a situation like this, nothing is obvious, and so the cause of death required investigation.
In a party line vote, the House of Representatives approved an extension of the nation's debt limit through early December. The Senate passed a stopgap measure to avoid a default. The extension is now ready for President Biden's signature. Raising the debt limit is not an approval for new spending. It is a measure that allows the nation to meet financial obligations for money it already spent. The aide says the agreement increases the debt ceiling by $480 billion. The temporary extension is, in fact, short-term.
People who get Social Security are about to see more cash each month. The Social Security Administration announced recipients will see monthly checks increase by 5.9% next year. Those monthly payments will increase by $92 to nearly $2,000 for 2022. The reason for the increase? Inflation. The annual adjustments increased payments by 5%, but expenses have grown by 105% over that same time period. Medicare's trustees estimate Medicare Part B premiums are also expected to rise about 6.7% next year. About 70 million people who get Social Security, including retirees and Americans with disabilities, will see the cost of living adjustment.
And continuing with inflation, it doesn't look like the prices of goods are going down anytime soon. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported one of the key inflation indicators rose 0.4% in September. That's faster than in August, but slower than in previous months. Prices for food, shelter, new cars, household furnishings, and car insurance all climbed.
Congress is set to hold a hearing about climate misinformation. Executives from ExxonMobil, BP, Chevron, Shell Oil, the American Petroleum Institute, and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce will testify October 28th. The House Oversight Committee is investigating how oil companies created confusion about the cause of climate change. The hearing comes as Congress works to pass massive climate and clean energy reform, just days before world leaders are set to meet for the UN Climate Conference.
William Shatner, aka Captain James T. Kirk, blasts off for his first real-life trip to the edge of space. The 90-year-old actor is the oldest person to travel to space. Shatner played the spacefaring captain of the Starship Enterprise in the original Star Trek. Jeff Bezos flew Shatner as a comped guest with 3 crewmates on the rocket. The flight lasted 10 minutes from takeoff to landing.
Coming up, health professionals worrying about a new COVID threat. What is next?
Plus, the latest on the U.S.-Mexico border, what restrictions are being lifted after the break.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, MITS will take you there.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Physicians across the country are worried about patients arriving in their offices with cancer in advanced stages.
Research shows that nearly 64% of the population has put off routine screenings due to the pandemic. Those include mammograms, colonoscopies, skin checks, and pap smears. Testing rates for breast and cervical cancer decreased by as much as 98% in some communities as the pandemic was taking hold last April. The greatest declines were seen among women of color.
The United States plans to lift travel restrictions along the U.S.-Mexico border. It marks the reopening of the country to Mexican tourists and travelers. The U.S. plans to allow fully vaccinated visitors to enter the U.S. from Mexico starting in early November, relaxing bans that have been in place for more than 18 months. The vaccination rates in Mexico, especially in the northern region, are very high, according to Mexican Foreign Minister Marcelo Ebrard.
The U.S. is easing travel restrictions for fully vaccinated visitors from Canada and Mexico. The first phase in early November will allow people traveling for non-essential reasons to cross U.S. land and borders if they show proof of a vaccination. The second phase will begin in January and will extend the vaccine requirement, so it also includes people traveling for essential reasons.
A judge is temporarily preventing United Airlines from putting employees on leave if they request vaccine exemptions. The order applies to about 2,000 workers who gave religious or medical reasons for not getting the vaccine. 97% of United employees followed the vaccine mandate, but 6 people who did not are suing. The judge says he's not ruling on the case's merits now. An attorney for the plaintiffs say they want reasonable accommodations. United says it's willing to grant accommodations, but only for some employees with approved exemption requests.
Southwest Airlines canceled thousands of flights since Friday. The airline says it does not believe employees are concerned about its vaccine mandate was the causing of the delay of the flight schedule. And the pilots union has strongly denied speculation it was an official or unofficial protest. Southwest canceled about 363 flights on Monday, or about 10% of its schedule. It also delayed nearly 40% of the flights it planned to operate. The airline is offering the would-be passengers whose flights were canceled a, quote, tremendous apology. It said it hopes to restore its full schedule as soon as possible.
The Coachella Music Festival's organizers are reversing the event's vaccination requirement. An announcement was posted saying a negative COVID test taken within 72 hours of the event can be used instead of proof of vaccination. Organizers say that decision was made after other festivals have shown safety protocols result in low transmission rates. The Coachella Festival is in April. The new policy has not been posted on its Twitter and Instagram pages. They both still show a post from August outlining the policy requiring proof of vaccination for admission.
Twitter is making it easier to remove followers. The social media site has released a soft block feature. It allows users to remove a follower without actually blocking them. The removed follower won't be able to retweet or see when you tweet. They also won't be notified that you removed them as a follower. Twitter developed the feature as a way to stop abuse and harassment on the platform.
The Food and Drug Administration authorized e-cigarette products for the first time ever. The FDA giving R.J. Reynolds permission to sell 3 of its Views vape products while denying permission for 10 of the company's flavored products. The 3 products are all tobacco flavored, and the FDA said they were less likely to appeal to children and teens. The agency emphasized in a statement that the authorization does not mean the products are safe or FDA approved. They said the approved vape products could benefit addicted smokers who switch and either completely or significantly reduce cigarette consumption. Now, moving on to weather. It was a bit rainy on our way here today, Grace.
Yeah, it was. And, I'm really looking forward to some clear skies because I was dealing with a lot of rain back at home for fall break.
Yep.
Adam, what do you have?
Yeah, we did have those rain showers pass through, but I'm tracking some cloudy skies, unfortunately, throughout the evening tonight. So make sure you stay tuned for my forecast and what you can expect to see, whether cloudy skies or clear skies.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right? Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an effort
to get to know each other
on a deeper level. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Welcome back. The time is now 9:16 and you're taking a live look at campus. And it looks like it's pretty dry out there compared to earlier.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping that those clear skies stay for us because I don't want to put up with any more rain. Adam, what do you have for us?
I have to apologize. Those clouds are going to continue to stay around in the area just for a little bit. We did have plenty of sunshine today, but I have begun to see some clouds track into the area. We did have some rain showers and some thicker clouds push to the area. Most of those have moved out of the area, but I expect to see thicker clouds begin to push into the area, especially later tonight, mainly after midnight. Currently, it is 68 degrees here in Muncie, 64 up into Fort Wayne, 69 down to Indianapolis, 70 down to Bloomington, and 69 over into Lafayette. So it's once again yet another beautiful evening tonight, dropping down to 66 degrees under cloudy skies. We do have a slight breeze, winds south-southwest at 10 miles an hour. A couple of those could have some gustier winds up to 20 miles an hour. So if you have the chance tonight or tomorrow, make sure you get outside, enjoy it, go for a drive, go get some food, go exercise. Everyone needs a little bit of exercise. Beautiful evening. Enjoy those warmer temperatures before we see lows drop once again down into the 50s and even down into the 40s. And if you're speaking of those cooler temperatures, if you're fall over, here's my next forecast. Rainy over the next couple of days, but then drying out. That dry is very crucial to get some very pretty leaves, as well as sunshine and milder temperatures over the next couple of days, especially this weekend. We're going to see temperatures struggle to get into the 60s, as well as cool and clear skies at night. Now, tomorrow we're going to see a chance of rain begin to push into the area. High of 79, so as you head out the door tomorrow, make sure you do grab an umbrella because it won't rain all day, but there's going to be patches of rain here and there specifically. So let me break down that timing for you. By 7 a.m., I'm starting to see some showers and thunderstorms begin to push into northern Indiana through Chicago area, but then those dissolve out by later afternoon. Cloudy skies for most of the day tomorrow. Most areas will remain dry for the morning and for the afternoon, but I'm starting to see another batch of showers and thunderstorms push into the evening by later afternoon, and then by 8 p.m. expect some of those showers to push through the Muncie area as well as central Indiana. Watch out for a couple heavy downpours as well as a couple rumbles of thunder or two. Some of those storms could even bring a heavy downpour too. Well, your greatest chance of rain is on Friday as we have a cold front pushing through by 11 a.m. Starting to see some showers and thunderstorms developing along that cold front. Once again, most areas will remain dry throughout the day, but then by 5 p.m., we're starting to see some heavier showers begin to push into the area. So if you have any Halloween decorations outside, might not be a bad idea to bring them in Friday because some of those storms could bring some gusty winds as well as some small hail even possible and some heavier rainfall. So bring them in for tonight, tomorrow, but then put them back out since it's going to be beautiful over the weekend. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, it's not quite Halloween yet, but that forecast over the next couple of days looks pretty spooky. Have a 60% chance of rain tomorrow, 79 degrees with that rain continuing for most of the day on Friday here and there. But take a look at Saturday, cool temperatures only getting up to 58 as well as 63 on Sunday, so those temperatures are going to struggle to get into the 60s, but return of sunshine and temperatures right back up into the 60s and 70s for Tuesday and Wednesday. So once we get past those couple of showers the next couple of days and those cooler temperatures, going to be pretty nice.
Nice. I'll definitely take those showers for a few days. That means some sunny days up next week.
For sure.
100%.
Definitely looking forward to that cooler Saturday as well.
Yeah.
It's also going to be very beneficial for trees. We're seeing a lot of green outside right now. Cooler temperatures, clear nights. Hopefully we can start to see a lot more red, orange, yellows, beautiful colors like we normally see in fall.
Awesome. Thank you, Adam. Now we're going to throw it over to Philip to see what's next in sports.
And that weather seems like it's going to be great for sports. Local high school sectional bracket has been released. We've got the matchups, and one Cardinal sports squad is prepping for a tough slate of games next in sports.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
So if one cat has 4 kittens who reproduce every 6 months, how many cats will there be in 5 years? Who's got it? Is this... What is that? Seriously? Who threw that?
Cats are terrible at math, but they sure do multiply. Please spay, neuter, and adopt.
The solution is 10.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Philip Chorzay with sports. The sectional drawings coming in this week, and we have the matchups for the 2021 high school football postseason. Here are all the area matchups. Starting us off in 4A, Muncie Central will face the Connersville Spartans. The Bearcats will look to end on a high note after a disappointing regular season. The Newcastle Trojans will host the Greenville Central Cougars. Newcastle is led by star wideout Kyle Gabbard, who has provided nearly half of the team's touchdowns. And the Delta Eagles will go head-to-head with the Fort Wayne Southside Archers. In the only local 3A matchup, the Yorktown Tigers will head to Crawfordsville to the home of the North Montgomery Chargers as they look to hold on to their winning season. For our 2A matchups, the Alexandria Monroe Tigers will face the Elwood Panthers, and the Blackford Bruins take a trip to Tipton to face the Blue Devils. And finally, in 1A, the undefeated Monroe Central Golden Bears won't travel far as they go head-to-head with the West Dell Warriors, and Madison Grant will host the South Adams Starfires. For the West Dell Warriors, they will be taking a hiatus this Friday due to a player testing positive for COVID-19. This means the Warriors will be coming back from a 2-week break for their sectional matchup. And kicking things over to the pitch, women's soccer set up for a big stage as they prepare for 2 of the MAC's top teams. The Cardinals have a tough road ahead as they look to face Ohio University, who sits at the top of the MAC standings. The following day, they take a road trip out to Kent State to take on the Golden Flashes, who currently sit in 2nd place. Ball State is looking to turn things around and shift their momentum after 2 straight losses coming into their matchup with the Bobcats. And eSport Rocket League travels to South Bend for the Midwest Regional Invitational, making it to the semifinals in 12 games before losing to Akron. The Regional Invitational is the first in-person land event for the program, each player assigning themselves to different roles in the 12 games they competed in. Players said they enjoyed the competitive atmosphere with the other squads. Players say they grew closer because of the competition while earning a better appreciation for the games they seek to compete in the future. Despite the squad falling in the semis, the team was happy with their performance and looking forward to preparing for their next match. Director of Esports Dan Marino discusses how players took away many lessons after competing and are excited for more.
We did get enough to travel up to South Bend, Indiana with our Rocket League for the
a Midwest regional invitation. Ultimately, it went really well. Our players had a great time. We performed even better than I expected.
Our next land event we go to, I'm looking forward to just the sounds and stuff of being there.
It was my first time getting to compete at a live event like that, so it was a lot of fun.
We did early morning practices. We had longer practices, kind of get prepared for that stuff. So, just trying to change it up.
Now, esports isn't really my thing. I think Rocket League's the only game that they play that I've ever even attempted to try out.
Yeah, I've played it a few times, but definitely not nearly as good as they probably are. Grace, how about you?
Never played, but I've watched my friends play it a lot, and they're really good at it, so I give them a lot of props.
Yeah, I mean, my little brother always dominated the PS4 at home, so I never really got to get into it as much as I would like to.
Thank you, Philip. Halloween is almost here. How artists are coming together to celebrate.
And a Los Angeles man is creating hope in a unique way. Find out how next.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now?
Right now. You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Time for us to take a look at what's trending.
Joining us now is NewsLink Indiana's Zach Martin. Zach, what do you have for us?
Good evening, guys. I've got a couple good stories for you tonight. I think you'll enjoy them. As Halloween draws closer, many artists gathered to create a variety of designs made entirely out of pumpkins. More than 7,000 jack-o'-lanterns surround the Van Cortlandt House at Sleepy Hollow, New York, all made by local artists. These include the Statue of Liberty, a fire truck, a giant dragon, and a merry-go-round. One of the biggest attractions is the recreation of Sleepy Hollow, with the Headless Horseman and the bridge he can't cross, made up of carved pumpkins. Organizers say the planning process takes a year, and the last time this event was held in 2019, it attracted close to 200,000 people. Over the weekend, people in Collinsville, Illinois caught a glimpse of an odd, whimsical sight that has been spotted in states across the U.S. Jesse Larios, aka Bear Son, has been traveling by foot from Los Angeles to New York while wearing a bear suit the whole trip. Larios stated that started his trip on July 5th and hopes to reach his goal in about a month, traveling around 30 miles a day. He hopes to raise money for 5 causes, including breast cancer research and mental health awareness. But most importantly, he wants to make people smile.
Zach, that bear story is just hilarious, but I think it might be a little bit too hot to wear a bear suit outside.
I agree. Adam, what are the temperatures looking like?
100%. It's a little bit too warm today, but over the weekend, that'll be perfect for a bear suit. struggling to get above the 60s over the weekend, but then right back into temperatures up into the 70s to begin next week.
That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.